Congrats to Casey and his group. Um, I thought they just looked comfortable tonight. I told our team that I just thought that, particularly offensively, we didn't play, we didn't run them out of really anything of what they were doing offensively. Whether we would press, man, zone, they just looked comfortable. I didn't think we played with enough force on either side of the ball. Um, I thought they were able to, have strong, aggressive drives to the basket. I thought we finished drives sloppy and soft. I thought defensively they were in position, but I thought we were just sloppy with the ball, sloppy with our movement, and when you're playing a team like Belmont that can score the ball, you can't afford to have empty offensive possessions. You got to make them get stops, and I thought we were just didn't play with enough aggression and toughness and force really tonight. I thought we were reactive to most of what they were doing. Questions? Yep. Yeah, it's good action that we have in our offense as well, and that's a great point, good question, and that is kind of the point I'm making. We run that same action, and our guys aren't downhill. They run that action, and their guys turn in the corner and it's downhill. You've got to be able to have a strong aggressive screen, an aggressive handoff, and a guy that's receiving the ball that drives downhill with the intent to score it and is strong with it. They were shooting layups, and we were shooting floaters or getting it stripped from us. And that's the difference. A floater is a good shot for a small player that's not very athletic. Shooting floaters is bigger, longer wings who've got some athleticism is an out. When they're in finish. And I thought we just had offensive possessions where we looked like we were hoping it went in or hoping we got fouled. Yep. Over bouncing it and holding the ball. Uh, a combination of the two. There weren't crisp, sharp ball movement. Um, we got to do a better job of coaching that because we had guys that held it and then tried to beat their guy off the bounce. Well, you're turning yourself into a one-on-one player, and there aren't many guys that can beat teams playing one-on-one ball. And then when we did decide to dribble it, we dribbled it too much. Belmont is good at when you over dribble it by that one dribble of what we call strip and rip. You've got to drive a gap and move it. We're trying to over dribble to get deeper into the paint, and before you get there, they're stripping it out, or at least tipping enough to where it's not a smooth, clean offensive possession. Um, yeah, I thought our body movement and ball movement went in reverse tonight. I thought, you know, you could see some progression that we were making, particularly from Wofford into Missouri State. Um, you didn't see that tonight from our group. Yeah, part of it is what you were alluding to earlier about the action on on being more forceful at getting through a screen, be more forceful at getting through the dribble handoff, um, having some rim protection without fouling. When we were going up to try to contest shots at the rim, we fouled. I don't even know how many. What did we end up with? One block. Is that right? Five blocks, and two of them it felt like one. Yeah, just you want to be able to take away the three. You know, make teams make a lot of what we say. Make teams make tough twos. Well, they're making easy twos. teams that have to make tough twos, it's hard to do the math and get to the mid 70s and the 80s. And all of a sudden, you can make teams play in the 60s, making them make tough twos and keeping them off the 3-point line. Well, right now, we're keeping teams off the 3-point line, but their shots at the rim are high quality shots because of the way the other team is competing on drives. Yeah, but made 6 of them. Shot 50% from 3, shot 54% from 2. We just didn't guard. I didn't. We didn't run them out of anything. When we pressed, the ball kind of went where I'm sure they coached it to go. When we were in zone, the ball kind of went where they wanted it to go. We're kind of out there reacting to whatever they wanted to do.
I really believe that it was tough. We couldn't really get the ball to go. We had a few turnovers, and like Coach Nick said, a few of mine I'm guilty as well. Floaters in the paint instead of just landing on 2, going up strong, things like that.
And you could tell, like, I know Casey, I believe his second timeout was after his long 3.
Mm-hmm.
He burned 2 quick, and you could see it was, you better know where he's at.
Yeah, that too.
And so I thought they were keying in on him well after about the first 10 or 12 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
Yep.
It didn't seem like when he got popped, he was taking bad shots after. How much poise does that take from a player?
It's hard.
Come down and knock him on the table?
I don't know. I've never shot it like that in a game. Having 21 points in, 10 or 12 minutes is hard to do, but he was shooting it into a big basket quickly, and he has that ability, and that's something that we've talked about is continue to stay in the flow of the game. Take what the offense gives you, or what the offense presents, take what the defense gives you. And I didn't think he was taking bad threes. A couple of them were deep, but he's shown that he can shoot it comfortably from deep.
You guys have a bunch of possessions where you grab the defensive rebound and take it down one pass.
Shot.
Shot.
Here they come. It's like you were in our huddle. It's like you were in our huddle.
From a mental standpoint, how does it take to not shoot that shot?
I don't know. If I did, I would say it. Because we said it during the huddles during the game, and we said it at halftime, and I just said it to him again at the end of the game. We had a stretch early where we were up 23-20. He got fouled on the 3. Our next 5 possessions, and it may be 5 of 6, 6 of 8, but it felt like it was about 5 in a row. We had 3 turnovers and 2 bad shots, and that's when they went on a 10-0 run. We went from up 4 to down 6, and it was bad decisions with the ball. We didn't make them guard. We got plays wrong and easy steal, and then we took bad shots, easy rebound. And so it's those moments where you've got to grind out tough offense, see if we can get them in foul trouble. I mean, our bigs were in foul trouble, but it's hard to get their bigs in foul trouble if you're not playing with force downhill. And we'd get in the paint and lose it, get in the paint and slop something up.
What you just recited, it's off the top of your head. You didn't have a look at the play-by-play, like the next 5 possessions. This is in your memory.
Yeah.
The game turned in that.
In that moment, we were playing well. He got fouled on a 3, had an opportunity to keep working to build on a lead, and we got sloppy. And good teams are going to pounce on that. Teams get reckless, and I thought we got reckless with the ball, and it burned us.
I just know I gotta trust my teammates, and they've been putting a lot of confidence in me to go out there and just play my game, play strong, play tough, and play with a lot of energy. So I just trusted them and knew what I had to do and just played as hard as I could.
Malik Beer really came out in the second half and tried to assert himself. What makes him out of that? He's so big and so skilled. What makes him so hard to handle?
I mean, he can shoot, he can dribble, and he can score at the rim. So, I mean, you got to try to defend every aspect of it. He's just a good player. Try to play as hard as I could and try to defend him. But I thought I did well in some aspects, and then some aspects I definitely got to get better at. So.
Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Absolutely.